Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, bringing you this week's edition of Thursday Throwdown from the great city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, might I add. And we get things started today with a triple threat match in the Super Junior division as Isaiah the Hammer Harris takes on the Mexican-born Elegido, who you may remember from one or two appearances from Season 1. Wasn't here much. He had other obligations. Who also takes on former Super Junior champion, one of the baddest dudes in that division, Joe Kerr. Sweet, sweet triple threat action to kick off the show this week. Lots of big things going on onto this week's show, including your tag team champions in action, your world heavyweight champion in action, women's matchup, and yet another match in the rivalry of Trevor Nixon and primetime Colby Gibson. Primetime slowly but surely becoming a fan favorite here in high-class wrestling. But that's later. This is now. This is Super Junior action. And where do you see the best Super Juniors on the planet? Right here. Don't even ask yourself the question. You know where it is. Here and here alone. You see the likes of Joe Kerr as he struts his way down to the ring. Kerr looks ready as he awaits his two opponents in this triple threat match. And Elegido makes his way back into the HCW arena for the first time in a long time. Fans look happy to have the luchador back. And the third and final competitor in this match. They call him the Hammer, Isaiah Harris. I call him the dude who has half shorts, half tights. A little bit of extra swagger in the walk of Harris here. It's like he knows something we don't. And after our introductions, it's set. Kerr, Elegido, Harris, triple threat match to kick off Throwdown starts now. And right off the bat, Harris showing out as Elegido hits that butterfly backbreaker on Kerr immediately into the acai moonsault. but gets caught and dropped with a Michinoku driver for his troubles. Harris always been good at picking his spots. Short arm shoulder tackle from Elegido on the way up. Gets caught by Kerr. Kerr front face lock lets him go. Harris out of nowhere turns around into the German. Spikes the luchador in the corner. Sends Kerr off the ropes. Catches him. There's another Michinoku driver. Michinoku drivers for the world today. Thought we were going to see one there from Elegido. Settled on just the body slam. Drop salt there to Kerr. Up and over with the lucha arm drag. Standing moonsault. He's going to have to use his quickness if he stands any chance in this match. Goes up to the top. Calling for Harris, who stands up. Goes for the... No, gets power bombed out. He was going for that diving Frankensteiner. Slides through the legs into that pump handle slam. Harris looking great right now. Goes for the snap. No. Elegido knees out of that suplex. Kerr stops whatever momentum Elegido had. Goes for the elbow in the corner. Elegido out. Puts Kerr into the corner. Now back elbow out from Kerr. Exploder suplex. Kerr now, after working on Elegido, turns his attention to Harris and eats a right hand for his troubles. Kerr all the way to the outside. Harris thinking spring. No. Thought better of it. Almost landed on Elegido's neck on the way in as he sends Kerr into the turnbuckle. Just to throw him into Elegido and hit him with that lariat to the back of the neck. Goes for the Frankensteiner. No. Again, too much strength from Harris. The second time Elegido was planted with a power bomb. Right hand turns him around. We've seen this before. Delayed German into the bridge. Elegido barely out at 2.5. Joe Kerr back in the ring. Harris blocks the strike with one of his own. There's an arm drag. Kerr looking to quell the momentum now with that snap suplex. And Elegido gets clotheslined right in the mush for Taunton. Rolls his way to the outside. Kerr into the pin. Harris drops the strike one more time. And then some payback. Kerr and Harris going back and forth, but a no laughing matter super kick stops all that. Harris able to kick out there. Go behind. Into the German suplex. Elegido looking to take advantage here. Spinning neck breaker from Elegido takes Kerr out of the equation. Falls into the cover on Harris. Kick right to the spine. Elegido falls back into the cover again. Very relentless, trying to get the victory here. Goes for that drop kick. Harris out of the way. Snap DDT from Kerr. Looping right hand. Sleeper suplex onto Harris. Kerr looking to take advantage of this situation. Falls into the cover. Hooks the leg. Harris out. Elegido making his way back to his feet. Isaiah fighting from the floor. Right hand. No laughing matter. Super kick to Harris. Elegido looking to take advantage here. Going for the powerbomb of his own. No. Kerr fights out. Pulls him into the center of the ring. Harris making his way back up. Corkscrew neckbreaker. Kerr. Now we're back to Harris and Kerr where we were a minute ago. Fireman's carry into that gutbuster, into a soccer-style kick to the ribs. Harris bound and determined to win this match. Falls into that cover, hooks the leg. We got Kerr kicking out at 2 now. And Lejito at this point seems like more of a distraction than anything else, because these two want to destroy each other. Up to the shoulders, double knee gutbuster. We know what's next. Dodges the clothesline, hits that kick. The nail in the coffin to Lejito. Side press, hooks the leg. Kerr able to break it up. Looks like he might have took the ref out with him. No laughing matter, super kick, sidestepped. Runs through, misses the elbow. The ref down, Lejito down. There's an exploder suplex from Kerr. Gets caught, Japanese arm drag from Lejito. Harris on the outside, referee back up, Lejito into the cover. Kerr kicks out at 2. Everything looked great for Lejito at the start of this match, but after getting caught out of the sky with that powerbomb, it's been downhill ever since. Springboard senton atomico. Lejito looking to get back in the driver's seat now, sends him into the corner. Shoots him opposite side. Misses the elbow, Kerr out. Harris saved him. Pulls him up to his feet. Layout reverse DDT. Harris trying to steal the victory. Kerr out at 2 again. Now a rake of the eyes from Harris. Fighting dirty. Catches the kick. Dragon screw leg whip sends Kerr. Looping right hand. Dragon suplex. No bridge. Falls into the cover later. All the body weight on the shoulders. That could be it. And Lejito again finds a way to kick out. Elusive little bastard, isn't he? Kerr goes up onto that second rope. He's calling for Lejito to make his way to his feet. Goes for the seated dropkick. Lejito sidesteps. Jawbreaker from Harris. Kerr making his way back to his feet on the outside. Going for a looping DDT there, but Harris was able to fight it off, but then gets spiked by Lejito. This match continues. Going for the knee strike. Lejito block. Going for the forearm. Kerr block. Sidesteps the no laughing matter. Super kick into a drop kick to the back. Lejito refusing to die here. Kerr again out before 2. Drop kick between the shoulder blades. Harris back in, gets met with that boot. Could be looking for that butterfly backbreaker. There it is. Second time in this match, that move proven to be effective. Hooks the leg. Harris out at 2. Kerr back to his feet now. Drop kick between the shoulder blades of Harris. Kerr and Lejito fights back with that low punch right to the gut. Snap suplex. Kerr slides out, catching a breather. That is not smart in a match with everybody has been this damaged. I would stay in there at all times. Another layout reverse DDT. This time it looked like Harris was hooked on the ropes. Looking for the power bomb. Hits it all the way down. And Lejito picks up the surprise victory. I don't think anybody in this arena saw that coming. There was Harris dropping the hammer earlier in the match. A no laughing matter super kick right under the jaw. We thought it was over there. Elegido doing whatever he can to stay in this match. And it would all be ended there with that crucifix powerbomb. And Kerr would be a step slow into the ring, leading to Elegido picking up a huge victory in his Season 2 debut. Something tells me he's back full time. And I personally can't wait to see his next match after what he showed tonight. But we move on from our triple threat match into this brewing rivalry between primetime Colby Gibson and Trevor Nixon. The young talent in HCW trying to take each other out. There can be only one. This is Highlander style. Primetime so far has picked up 2 victories. Nixon struggling to get that first W. Gibson, of course, a member of the RSW roster. The sweet, sweet working relationship we have. Nixon been with us for a while, still looking for that elusive first victory in Season 2. Trying to bring himself back up. The fans were behind him. The boys in the back liked him. He just can't figure out what this missing piece is. Could it be a victory over Colby Gibson? We find out. The first pay-per-view is a week from tomorrow. We going to London. So get your passports ready, bitch. And Primetime has made his way into the building. That's not a bad idea, official. Fans firmly behind Primetime here. In only his third appearance, they like what they see. Hashtag Primetime. Fans on their feet again. Just as much love shown for Trevor Nixon. Official told you. Very serious look on the face of Nixon here. It's like he realizes this match is do or die. Nixon, Gibson, one more time on Throwdown. And probably one more time after this. Snap suplex. Primetime looking to get it started early. Little sassy walk. Into that standing moonsault with the knees to the guts. Over the shoulder arm breaker. Primetime reverses the arm wringer into the Russian leg sweep. Another one. Trying to pop that elbow as Nixon sends him off the ropes. Ducks under, holds on. Up and down with a tiger bomb. Beautifully executed there from Nixon. Nixon going high risk early. Diving Alabama jam. Primetime back on his feet though. Front face lock gets tripped. Nixon looking to take advantage as he falls into that cover. Kick to the spine, trying to keep Primetime down. Now trying to hyperextend that right knee. Primetime falls out of the way. Kick right to the leg. Follows it up with the snap suplex. And answers back with a leg drop of his own. This one springboard. No look. I like it. Stop to the back of the neck. Sends Nixon over those ropes. Right hand to the mush. Spikes him with the DDT. Things not looking good for Nixon here in the early goings of this match. As he has him up with a brain buster. Primetime looking to end it early, but a European uppercut from Nixon breaks the momentum. Up onto the shoulders. Kick right to the side of the head. Looking to finish it up. Goes low with the kick. Primetime cutter. That could be it. Back press hooks that leg. No, Nixon able to kick out at the last possible second. Primetime making his way to the top rope. Goes for the corkscrew moonsault, perfectly executed off the ropes. Goes for the senton, but gets knees to the spine. Took too much time as Nixon hooks that leg. Primetime able to kick out. Now raining those elbows onto the forehead of Primetime. Those knees to the back. Could have been exactly what Nixon needed. Gibson able to fight out. Blocks the strike. Overhand right from Nixon. Spinning back fist puts him down. Couple of kicks to the spine. Nixon with the big strikes. Follows it up with a leg drop. A lot of leg drops here tonight. Now looking to end it. Has him hooked for 1977. And Nixon redeems himself. Picks up the victory. It is now 2-1 in the saga of Primetime and Nixon. You see the escapability from Trevor Nixon early in the match. And off the brain buster, Everything looked good after the primetime cutter. And right here, look at the count. Last possible second, right before the ref hit. Able to kick out. Big right hand would lead into the spinning back fist, dropping primetime. Finishing it off with 1977. Nixon excited after this win, as he should be. The last thing he would have needed was to go down 3-0 against primetime. But we have one more match next week between these two, as we go from action of the highest level between Primetime and Trevor Nixon. We move into the women's division. Suplex, being accompanied by Jill Alfonso, takes on the returning Masaki. Wizard's sister caused quite a stir in season 1, beating some of the top talent in the company, but never quite found her way to the title. Will season 2 be different for her, or will Suplex be too much standing in the way of Masaki? I, for one, am very much looking forward to this match. The speed and strikes of Masaki against the outright wrestling ability and strength of Suplex. This could end up stealing the entire show. And that's saying something, because we just had 2 really great matches. Yeah, I don't doubt it at all. She fights dudes for fun. Masaki, on the other hand, trained by her brother Wizard, brought up dojo style. Oh, we just gonna quote movies now, y'all? You need to stop. As we get ready, women's division match. Making her way into the arena. Suplex. And following behind, the manager to the Stars, Jill Alfonso. That woman looks dangerous and scary. And Sue looks ready as we await the entrance, making her season 2 debut. Masaki is back in the building. Why are you asking if she's still related to Wizard like those things change? She had her blood replaced by somebody else's, so they're not blood related anymore. What are you insinuating? If their parents got a divorce, they'd still be related, stupid. No, that is his little sister. And she looks ready for action. Masaki does not look scared at all. Fast press. Sue right off the bat. As I said, it's Masaki that has to use her speed. But Sue cleared that ring with the quickness. Now into the cross arm breaker. Masaki just right hands right to the mush. Escapes out of the hold. Goes behind. Belly to back suplex. Masaki giving Sue a taste of her own medicine. Now falls into the arm breaker. Looking to pop that shoulder. Sue up to her feet. Takes her down with the arm drag as the boos rain down on Sue. This crowd very pro Masaki here. Masaki breaks it with that knee strike. Follows it up. Big suplex. Working on the arm, trying to take the strength out of Sue. But arm drags Masaki back to where she needs her. Up. Vertical suplex. This is going to be fun. Now on. Masaki fighting from the ground. Goes for the kick. Sue out of the way. Catches her European uppercut. Drops Masaki. Sweep the leg. Cobra Kai. Jawbreaker into that clothesline. Masaki fights it with that gut punch one more time. There's the spin kick. Sabat style. Neck breaker from Masaki. Couple of kicks. Make it 3 to the gut. One spin kick to the face. Masaki looking to do damage in her Season 2 debut. And suplex able to kick out at 2. Saki goes for the drop kick. Sue out of the way. Saki blocks the strike. There's a forearm. Low with the kick. We've seen the flipping cutter in the past. Bam! Got absolutely all of it. Masaki looking to walk away with one today. And Jill Alfonso up on the ring, distracting the referee. Paying dividends for Sue early. Sue snaps off that jawbreaker. Gets Kato fireman's carry. Masaki ready. Go behind. Tiger suplex. Onto suplex. And that's hilarious. Masaki stomping the head one more time. Pulls her away from those ropes. Soccer style kick right to the spine. And again, Sue able to snap off a jawbreaker. Looping right hand, turns her around. Masaki standing switch, overhand right into another tiger suplex. Masaki refusing to give in here. Play into the crowd right in front of Jill Alfonso. Sue up. Over the shoulder arm breaker. Looping right hand. Cross the arms. X-plex. No, Masaki able to fight out. But will she be able to fight out of this one? And she answered my question for me as she answers with a right hand. There's a kick. Going for the Michinoku driver. No. Sue over the shoulders into the reverse DDT. Sue playing to the crowd now, something we don't see often. There's a lariat, takes her down. Second, hooks, back sweep, takes Misaki off her feet. Going for it again. Misaki stops it with a forearm. Turns her around. Thought she was looking for a third tiger suplex. Sue able to fight out. Has her hooked. Cross-arm suplex into the bridge. And Misaki fights out yet again. One more right hand. She has her hooked. High angle regalplex. And Misaki again fights out, this time at 2.5. Arm drag from Misaki, puts her up. Has her hooked. Goes for the suplex. Not very smart. Sue blocks. Northern Lights suplex. No bridge. Pulls her up just to put her down with that axe handle. Bulldogs her as she turns her over. Forearm to the face, and Misaki again kicks out. We'll be looking for a neck breaker. Got all of it. Drops the elbow right to the heart. Loops her around. Cross-arm suplex one more time. And Misaki again kicking out. This time 2 7/8. It's getting closer and closer, but she's still somehow surviving. Dragon screw leg whip from Misaki. Pulls Sue to a knee. Now to her feet. Blocks whatever she has in mind. There's a right hand. Looping right hand. Snaps off that belly to back suplex. Oh, you stupid wrong. Gut wrench suplex. Looking to end it here. No, Misaki stops it again. And Sue stops it. Back and forth action continues. Over the shoulder judo toss. Very Ronda Rousey-like. There's the right hand. Cross arm suplex one more time. That's got to be it. And finally, Misaki stays down for the 3 count. And Suplex walks out with a hard-fought victory. There's that flipping cutter from earlier in the match. We thought it was going to be a quick one. But the interference of Jill Alfonso paying dividends. As we would see not 1, 2, or 3. It would take 4 of those cross-arm suplexes. And also 2 of those high-angle regalplexes. Misaki kicked out of absolutely everything tonight. But in the end, she would fall to that cross-arm suplex. And the boos rain down on Sue. It doesn't look like she cares. She picked up the victory, and that is the only thing that matters. As we get set, we go from women's action to tag team action, as the Hollywood Heroes are taking on your World Tag Team Champion Disciples of Darkness. I have never seen these two teams fight and not have a good match. Just throwing that out there. That's that squat butt, son. Back to the match at hand. Thomas and Jordan Alexander. Noah Lassiter and Vic Pierre, who, oh my God, are still extremely pissed. I can't even talk to him anymore. We used to have little conversations in the back. Nothing long. Little 2, 3, 4-minute conversations. All they say when they see me now is to basically tell me to relate the message that they hate Victor Black. And they also want to know who the hell the man in the skull mask is, and does he have a true affiliation with Victor Black? Or was he just coming out to taunt the disciples? Those are the only things they want to talk about. This Canadian bastard got a bad attitude now. Lassiter don't say much. He said that one thing and he keeps quiet. Vic, however, has not stopped. I don't blame him. Something happens to where they're no longer with Victor Black. And the only thing that I can gather is that it seems Victor kicked him to the curb. And I can't figure out why. Because last time I checked, they ended Season 1 champions. Victor Black didn't. So what could his beef be with having a winning team? Or is it jealousy? Is it jealousy that they did have multiple title reigns throughout Season 1? And Victor Black had one world title reign at the beginning that was about the same length of time as a cup of coffee. And then never got back to where he was again. I think it's professional jealousy. But I'm just speculating here. As the Heroes make their way into the building, and I am still not used to this crowd reaction for the Heroes. As we await the entrance of the tag team champions. The lights go out. And the Disciples of Darkness are in the building. Vic Pierre on your left. Noah Lassiter on your right. Proudly displaying those World Tag Team Championship belts that they have won and defended so many times I've lost count. Well, they're three-time champs. I don't know how many times they defended it. Boy, do they look ready for this one. Starting things off, it's Jordan Alexander and Vic Pierre. Armbringer holds on, brings him back, drops the knees. And there's the man in the skull mask. Headbutt from Vic. Knee lift. Beautiful standing dropkick. And now the man in the mask is in the corner of the Heroes, having words with Vic. He said he wants answers, trying to get it from the source, but all he gets is a German suplex for his troubles. Jordan tags into Big Brother Thomas. Going for a Michinoku, no. Thomas over the shoulder, shoves him back. Pulls him into the center, and a good old-fashioned break to the eyes. I love it. Rocker dropper. Thomas calling Vic to his feet here. Springboard eats the elbow. Snapmares him over. Could be looking. Rolling neck snap. We just gotta hope Vic does not let his emotions get the best of him, seeing that man in the skull mask at ringside. As he gets stuffed with that shoulder right into the forearm. No, falls. Planted him, single arm DDT, caught Thomas's head on that rope. Thankfully it was the bottom rope. Fights out. Big man in there to break it up. Puts him down with the boot. Short arm shoulder tackle from Thomas. Headbutt. Back body drop puts Thomas on the outside. Jordan turns him around, showing the strength as he pops him up into that neck breaker. Lassiter fighting out with that big European uppercut. Over the shoulder again, snaps off a reverse DDT. I really think the man in the mask is getting into the heads of the Disciples of Darkness. Everywhere they go, he seems to follow, as Jordan calling for Lassiter to make it to his feet. Springboard Rana. Did not get all of it. You see, he had one of the legs under the shoulder. Still able to use the leg strength. Now, headlock into the headstand just because. Lassiter breaks that whole big European uppercut. Going for a choke toss. And Jordan fights out into an arm drag. Lassiter shooting in for the takedown, gets stuffed and DDT'd for his trouble. Super kick turns Lassiter around, and it seems like this crowd in Pittsburgh has turned their back on the Heroes, booing Jordan during that super kick. And again, into the headstand. Maybe a little too cocky. As the boos rain down on the Heroes. Going for that sunset bomb. Plants Lassiter too close to the corner, and Vic there to break it up immediately. Not even a one. Now looking for those elbows. Lassiter makes his way back to his feet. Looping right hand turns Jordan around. Elbow drops him right down to the mat. Nasty right hand to the jaw for his trouble. Dodges out of the way of the kick, ducks the clothesline. Snap suplex from Jordan. Lassiter busted open, a little bit of blood coming from the forehead. Not too bad as of yet, but we've seen in the Heroes matches in the past, once you get 2, 3, 4 of those super kicks, you can't see through the blood. Went for that right hand, and Lassiter plants him with that Iron Claw slam. Pulls him to his feet. Pulls him into those double axe handles. Tilt-a-whirl side slam. Lassiter feeling it here. Thomas able to break the grip. Gotta think he was looking for a super kick there. Left hand. Goes for the super kick. There's another left hand. There's the right hand. Lassiter throwing all the strikes early. Standing drop kick from Thomas. Pulls him back to his feet. There's a big man arm drag. Blocks that hand. Very low belly to back suplex. Could not get Lassiter up. To finish it. There's that spinning neck breaker we've seen him use to perfection. Vic in to break it up. Turns him inside out with that code blue neck breaker. Thomas making his way back to his feet. Lassiter still down. You missed a lot. A lot, sir. You missed Masaki. Get the business by suplex. Oh, another super kick right under the jaw for Lassiter. Falls into the cover. And that is all she wrote. The man in the skull mask distracting the disciples throughout this whole match. Their head was never really in it. And it shows with all those super kicks. And right there, the final blow. Hooks the leg, and the Heroes walk out victorious. Vic just did not get there in time. You missed the triple threat match. Isaiah Harris, Joe Kerr, and El Hido won in shocking fashion by El Hido. I know you know the White Skull, but you know what I know? I know it's main event time in Pittsburgh with the World Heavyweight Champion from Pittsburgh. Asked anyone in the back to step up to the challenge, and boy, oh boy, look who stepped up. The former World Heavyweight Champion, the man that Bake took the title from at Smokeout, Trustin Banks, is back. Answered the open challenge. So in the main event, it is now a Falls Count Anywhere match. And the Skull Gang is in the building. That's not weird or anything. Nah, sorry about that. We don't do birthday title shots. And this isn't a title match. So, don't get mad yet. This was an open challenge. He's in his hometown. He's feeling a little, he's feeling ballsy. Open challenge. Pittsburgh street fight. And the Skull Gang in here talking reckless. As Trustin Banks, the former World Heavyweight Champion, brings his smug face back to the promotion that made him a star. Back to Season 2 of High Class Wrestling. He looks as smug as ever, doesn't he? Never have I wanted to punch a man with a pink sweater tied around his neck more. Trustin Banks gets set. And we also have a surprise. Bake wanted this to be done in his hometown. So we will be debuting the brand new World Heavyweight title design here in seconds as Bake makes his way into the building to a raucous ovation. There's that brand new world title. The beast from the Berg comes home and brings the title with him. He almost went with bearded skull belt. As Trustin Banks takes on Bake in a Pittsburgh street fight. Falls count anywhere. Main event starts now. As they lock up center of the ring. Banks backs him into those ropes. Ref gonna look for a clean break here. And shockingly, we get one. Pulls him into that drop toe hold. Plants the world champion. Now Banks choking the champ. Going after that left knee. We know Bake has a history of knee problems in that left knee. Banks sends him off the ropes. Back elbow drops the champion. Bake fighting out with the elbow to the gut. Sends Banks over the ropes and to the floor. And now we get to have a little bit of fun. Bake sends him into that guardrail. Hans, Franz, and Michel better get ready to get out of their seat. Why would he get deported? He's American. Banks fighting back. Sends him into that guardrail and then raining punches. Going for the DDT. No. Bake going for the cutter. All this Winchester talk has me thrown off. As Banks and Bake now fight into the crowd. Boy, when he said Pittsburgh street fight, he meant it. Big forearm strike from the champion. Right hand from Banks. Bake and Banks continue to fight it out. Brings him over by those steps, blocks the strike. Nasty right hand again, knee lift. They're fighting all over the HCW arena. Bake with the jab. Banks fighting back. Bake with the knee. Punch right to the spine or the kidney. I can't quite see. They're a little far away. You see we got the spotlight on him. Headbutt from Banks. Another headbutt. Okay, Winchester's British. I don't know. Bake fight back. Big right hands. There's a forearm. Continues to knock Banks down in a headbutt. I have no clue where they're going. Banks has him up. And he hits him with the trust fund. Corner of the leg went through the table. Bake rolls that shoulder at 2. Banks thought he was closer, tried to put him all the way through the table, just caught the right leg. Bake fights out, short arm clothesline, takes Banks down. And for the first time in Season 2, we have fought into the crowd. And coincidentally, it's Bake in Pittsburgh against one of his biggest rivals ever. So it seems very apropos. We're not free in Showtime just yet. Bake hits that big knee lift on Banks. Banks up, drops toe hold, plants the champion. Bake back up, knee lift of his own. Pulling him up, sweeps the leg, Cobra Kai. Bake fireman's carry, puts Banks back down. Pieces of table everywhere out there. And a short arm shoulder tackle from Banks. Kick right to the spine of the champion. Now Banks dropping those left hands. Going for something there. Doesn't matter. Bake using that leg strength. Kicks Banks back. Looking for the man. Get out of here. No. Blocked by Banks. Setting him up for a second trust fund. On the concrete floor. And Bake somehow kicks out again. It is the second trust fund on the concrete floor. And he's still going. Back body drop. Looks like he caught his legs on the equipment box over there. Overhead kick. It's another one of those drop toe holds. There we go. Banks trying to destroy that left knee as he stomps it into the concrete. Bake back up. Over the shoulder. Arm breaker. Turns him around. Swing out Regal Plex. Sidewinder style. Pulls Banks back to his feet. Banks able to break the hold. There's a European uppercut. They have fought all through the crowd in this one, as it looks like Banks wants to send him back into the ring. Bake letting the strikes fly. Stops himself from running into that barricade. Banks now with that big right hand and a second big European uppercut. We're going all through the crowd here. It's strike after strike. Bake with a big right hand there. Follows it up with a European uppercut of his own. And another one. There's a knee lift from Banks. As these two men continue to fight all through this arena. Banks able to turn that arm wringer out. Pops the elbow. Strike after strike. Both men refusing to give in. Ringer again trying to pop the elbow. European uppercut from Bake. Knee lift from Banks. Staggers Bake back. And now Bake with the arm wringer trying to pop an elbow. Banks now walking Bake. I think he's trying to get back to the ring. I don't know why. Banks is not doing bad out here. I know this is Bake's plot, Bake's playground, Bake's place, whatever you want to say. But it seems like Banks is really getting it done here. Banks with that big forearm strike. And a knee. And Bake stumbles back over the guardrail. We're ringside again. Here's a kick. Armbringer, go behind. We've seen this before. That cross-face chicken wing from Bake looking to make Banks tap out. Got it in deep. Banks refusing to give in. And Banks fights out of the chicken wing. Snaps off that low DDT. Looked like he might have caught Bake's forehead on those steps. Going for that reverse DDT. Kicks it out. That could be it. Bake's face ate those steps. And still somehow the world champion kicks out. Hans, Franz, and Michelle over here showing no emotions. Looking to end it here with a trust fund. Spins him out. Goes into that cover one more time. Ref. And that's it. The brutality is over. Bake falls to the former world champion Trustin Banks, and they fought all over this arena. And there you see Bake's forehead, a bloody mess. After taking the DDT onto those steps, he would get followed up with that snapping reverse DDT and a trust fund. And that is all she wrote. And that's it. What a main event. Well, for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena tonight, for official Showtime and Iceman joining me in the Twitterverse and the Skull Gang. Shout out Skull Gang. And most definitely have to shout out our world champion Bake and the winner of the main event, Trustin Banks, for putting on a hell of a show. I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth, B.I. Double, signing off. And we're going to see you on Monday for Mayhem.